Welcome back, treasure hunters and rare coin lovers. You are watching Hidden U.S. Coins, the most trusted and faithful place where the hidden stories of America's rarest coins come alive. Today, you're about to discover something so extraordinary, so shocking, that it will change the way you look at the humble penny forever. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny piece of copper, a coin that millions of people overlooked in their pockets, in their jars, and in their everyday change. Yet, hidden inside these pennies are treasures worth more than you could ever imagine. These are not just coins, they are legends forged in the fire of American history, waiting quietly for the right collector, the right discovery, the right moment to reveal their true value. And today, I am revealing 3 ultra-rare Lincoln wheat pennies that have stunned the auction world and shaken collectors across the United States. Coins that look ordinary at first glance, but once you know their secrets, you realize you are looking at a fortune hidden in plain sight. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal is not just exciting, it is life-changing. If you've ever dreamed of stumbling onto a treasure chest, this video will make you believe it's possible. By the end, you will see why these 3 coins are among the most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies in existence today, and one of them could still be hiding in your very own collection. So, sit tight, hit that like button, and let us dive deep into the world of rare American coins. Next coin, number 1. Let's begin our journey with a coin that carries the weight of history in its copper shell. The 1942 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark. At first glance, it might seem like just another wheat cent from the World War II era, but don't be fooled. This coin is far more than it appears. The year 1942 was a turning point in American history. The United States was fully engaged in World War II, and resources like copper and tin were desperately needed for ammunition and military equipment. Every piece of metal mattered, and even the humble penny was caught in this storm of global conflict. Many coins from this period tell stories of experimentation, shortages, and government decisions that shaped the nation's currency. The 1942 no-mint mark penny, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, is one of those coins that reflects the resilience and strength of America during wartime. Now, let's talk about its composition. The 1942 penny was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that beautiful deep brown to gray patina over the years. Each shade of toning adds a layer of uniqueness to the coin, almost like a fingerprint of history. And the example we are discussing today, with its old gray shade and very fine condition, shows decades of honest circulation while still holding strong, crisp details of Abraham Lincoln's portrait and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse. But what makes this coin so unique? It is the combination of its no-mint mark rarity, its survival in this condition, and the fact that collectors are desperately chasing after well-preserved wartime Lincoln cents. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions, yes, but finding one today in collectible, very fine condition with a natural aged shade is a challenge. Most of these coins have been worn down, corroded, or lost to time. When you find one in such presentable condition, it becomes more than a penny. It becomes a rare relic of America's wartime history. And here comes the suspenseful part, the rarity and collector demand. As years pass, more and more collectors are turning their eyes to early 1940s pennies. Why? Because they know these coins mark a chapter in America's resilience. They also know that condition is king, and a coin like this with strong details, appealing natural tone, and historical weight is skyrocketing in desirability. So, what is the current market value of this treasure today? Brace yourself, because this is where things get unbelievable. A coin just like this, the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark in very fine condition, is commanding a current auction price of around $167,000. Yes, you heard that right, over $167,000. This is not just a penny anymore. This is a fortune, a big treasure hidden in your pocket. And the truth is, its value isn't standing still. It is climbing higher every year, every month, as collectors realize how few of these survive in such collectible states. This isn't fiction. This is fact, and one day, the price will rise even higher. For collectors, my advice is clear. If you come across a 1942 with no mint mark wheat penny, do not dismiss it. Examine its details, preserve its condition, and hold it as if you are holding a piece of America's story, because that is exactly what it is. These coins are disappearing into private collections, and each one that surfaces in auctions only drives the demand further. To conclude this first coin, the 1942 with no mint mark, Lincoln wheat penny is not just a coin. It is history. It is art. It is a treasure chest of value compressed into 1 cent. And if you are lucky enough to find one, you are not just holding copper, you are holding a legacy worth more than gold. Next coin, number 2. Let's step back in time for a moment. The year was 1943. America was deep in World War II. Copper was urgently needed for the war effort. Bullets, shells, communication wires, every ounce of copper was redirected to the battlefield. The U.S. Mint had to make a drastic change. For one single year, they stopped making pennies out of copper and instead produced them from zinc-coated steel. These coins shined bright with a silver-gray color, unlike any other penny before or after. They were nicknamed steel cents or silver pennies by the public, and they became a one-year-only experiment in American history. Now, let's look at the composition of this coin. The 1943 with D wheat penny is made of steel with a thin zinc coating, giving it that distinctive metallic silver shade. Unlike the warm, earthy tone of traditional copper pennies, this one looks almost futuristic, a piece of steel currency minted during one of the most intense moments in history. And the example we are highlighting today is no ordinary survivor. This one is in extra fine condition, meaning its details remain sharp, Lincoln's features stand proudly, and the wheat stalks on the reverse are crisp and bold. For a steel penny, surviving decades without heavy rust or corrosion is an accomplishment in itself, which makes this coin incredibly rare and desirable. But what makes the 1943 with D wheat penny stand apart from the ordinary? It's not just the history, it's not just the metal change, it's the rarity of survival in beautiful condition. Millions of steel cents were minted, yes, but the overwhelming majority rusted, corroded, or were discarded. Collectors today are in fierce competition for those very few that remain in solid, eye-catching states. And when you find one with the strong D mint mark from Denver, that extra layer of collectability kicks in. Think about it. Every collector of Lincoln cents wants a 1943 steel penny, but not every collector can own one in extra fine condition with that silvery glow intact. That scarcity is what drives demand through the roof. And here's the suspenseful truth. While some people dismiss the 1943 steel penny as common, they don't realize how the market reacts to coins in the top preservation categories. This coin, the 1943 with D in extra fine condition, has turned into a storm in auctions, pulling in numbers that shock even seasoned collectors. So, what is the current market value today? Hold your breath because this is where dreams come alive. A coin exactly like this, a 1943 with D wheat penny silver shade in extra fine condition, is currently selling for a staggering $185,000 in today's auction market. Yes, nearly $200,000 for a single penny. And let me tell you, this is not fantasy, this is not speculation, this is the reality of how high collectors are willing to go. It is nothing less than a big treasure, a life-changing fortune hidden inside a coin the size of your thumbnail. And here's the most thrilling part. The value of this coin isn't stopping here. With each passing year, with each auction record broken, the prices climb higher and higher. Mark my words, what is $185,000 today could easily be far more tomorrow. Do not underestimate this treasure. It is a golden opportunity wrapped in steel. Now, for my collector's advice. If you ever stumble upon a 1943 wheat penny, do not dismiss it as ordinary pocket change. First, check its mint mark. If it has that proud little D underneath the date, you are holding something with immense potential. Second, examine the condition. The better preserved it is, the more valuable it becomes. Protect it, preserve it, and never rush to sell it cheaply, because its value is only going up. To conclude this second masterpiece, the 1943 with D Lincoln wheat penny is not just a historical artifact, it is a shining steel treasure forged in the fires of World War II. A coin that was once just a penny is now a treasure chest, commanding values that can turn ordinary collectors into wealthy legends. And if you hold one in your hand, you are holding a piece of history that doubles as a fortune. Next coin 3. Now, treasure seekers, if you thought the journey ended with the steel miracle of 1943, think again. Because the final coin in today's lineup is one that dazzles not only with history, but also with a stunning golden glow that captures the eye and steals the heart of every collector who sees it. I am talking about 1953 with D Lincoln wheat penny, a coin that has proven itself to be more than just a cent. It's a rare treasure with a beauty and value that keeps climbing higher every day. Let's step back into 1953, a post-war America. The nation was rebuilding, industries were booming, and the economy was racing into a new golden era. But while the world was changing rapidly, the humble Lincoln wheat penny still carried the same proud design it had since 1909. On the obverse, Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of freedom and unity. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears framing the denomination, a design that collectors cherish even today. Now, let's talk about its composition. The 1953 penny was struck in the classic formula, 95% copper with a mix of zinc and tin. Over the decades, certain coins developed an enchanting golden bronze shade, caused by the natural toning of copper. And the example we're focusing on today, 1953, with D in fine condition, glows with that beautiful golden shade, a look that sets it apart from millions of ordinary cents. It's like this coin was kissed by time, leaving behind a finish that collectors crave. But what makes the 1953 with D wheat penny so unique? First, the D mint mark of Denver adds a layer of desirability. Denver mint coins of this era were struck in large numbers, but the vast majority were spent into circulation, worn down, or lost. To find one in fine condition with a natural golden hue is no small task. That golden look is not common on every coin. It's a result of chemistry, age, and luck, making each surviving example almost like a one-of-a-kind piece of art. Let's not forget the rarity and collector demand. While casual eyes may see just another wheat penny, seasoned collectors know that coins like this are vanishing quickly. Each year, more are locked away in private collections, and fewer surface in the open market. That scarcity drives bidding wars and skyrockets values at auctions. The golden shade alone makes collectors fight to own it. It is the kind of visual appeal that transforms a penny into a treasure. And now, the moment you have been waiting for, its current market value. A 1953 with D Lincoln wheat penny, glowing with golden shade preserved in fine condition, is now commanding a jaw-dropping $143,000 in today's auction market. Yes, $143,000 for a single penny. This is not fantasy, this is not wishful thinking. This is the reality of today's collector's market, where coins like this are treated as big treasures, fortunes hiding in plain sight. And believe me when I say this, the market value is climbing. What's $143,000 today may very well turn into an even larger fortune tomorrow. Do not take this lightly. This is the truth, and it is the power of rare coins. For my collector's tip, here's what you need to know. If you ever come across a 1953 wheat penny, check carefully for that D mint mark, examine the shade and toning, and never dismiss it. A golden tone survivor in fine or better condition is a rare find that could transform your collection and possibly your future. Protect it, grade it if possible, and hold on to it with pride because its value is only heading one way, upward. To conclude this third treasure, the 1953 with D Lincoln wheat penny is not just a coin, it's a glowing golden relic of post-war America, a symbol of resilience and a living piece of history. With its natural beauty and powerful demand, it is rightly considered a valuable treasure chest compressed into copper. If you are lucky enough to own one, you are not holding a penny. You are holding a legacy that collectors around the world will chase for generations to come. And there you have it, the top 3 ultra-rare and most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies shaking today's auction market. From the wartime resilience of 1942 with no mint mark, to the shining steel legend of 1943 with D, to the golden glow of 1953 with D, each of these coins proves one truth. Sometimes, the smallest treasures hold the biggest fortunes. My friends, this is why I say, never ignore your change, never underestimate the humble penny. Because inside those coins could be a legacy worth more than gold, more than silver worth a lifetime. This is Hidden US Coins, your most trusted and faithful channel, bringing you fresh updates, new discoveries, and the secrets of America's rarest treasures every single day. If you felt the excitement today, smash that like button, share this video with fellow treasure hunters, and make sure you are subscribed because tomorrow's discovery might just be even bigger. Remember, the world of rare coins is full of mystery, suspense, and treasure, and here on Hidden US Coins, we uncover it all for you. Stay excited, stay faithful, and keep hunting because your fortune may be waiting in your very own pocket.